For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Chicago White Sox. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Detroit Tigers with a gloomy outlook heading into the season, definitely a long shot to contend. Singy, how do they outperform expectations and give that fan base some hope?
Boog, I get a feeling these fans are going to have to enjoy the little things this year. Maybe a fan favorite has a great season. Maybe a prospect really emerges or something. But this roster, it's just not cut out to go toe-to-toe with the league's best. I know it sounds like I'm writing them off already, but I'm really not. I mean, who knows? If they have a hot start, maybe the front office gets aggressive and adds some pieces, and they contend this year after all.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. On the hill for the White Sox, Garrett Crochet.
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Ready to go now. Gio Urshela steps in. Sliced hard but foul.
Big, 5 o'clock.
The wind of the pitch. Late swing, foul ball. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Sheets makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And the key to victory for them here, get their starters some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Mark Canha now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Here's Riley Green. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Line drive. Gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 outs, base is empty. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here on opening day. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And Benintendi able to make the grab. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. And on the hill in this one, Tarek Skubal. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Oh, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Left-hand batter waits. And a foul ball. And the 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Nicky Lopez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail here 1-0. Here on the south side, second inning set to go. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. And he deals. That one ripped but foul. Crochet, a 6'6" southpaw. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Benintendi raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. Next is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. He swings and fouls one off. Kicks and deals. And that one fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Colt Keith with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
1 down. And up next for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson. Late on that fastball. Keith, the base runner at first with 1 out. Fouled off. He was late. kicks and fires. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Now it's Javier Baez. That one fouled hard the other way. Javi Baez, like fellow Puerto Rican Francisco Lindor, born in Puerto Rico, but was drafted in the first round out of high school in Florida. Runners at first and second with one gone here at the top of the second. And that one fouled off. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home, safe. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. And he's in safely at third. A run comes in on the play.
Well, he just ran through a stop sign right there. Third base coach had both hands up, trying to hold him at the base. He decided to go anyway, and he's out by a lot at the plate. I'm sure the third base coach and the manager are pretty frustrated right now.
Now it's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. In the air, right field. Sheets makes the catch. And that is that. So they get one run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Tigers 2 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom of the second. Luis Robert now. There's a strike. 95 of that one.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And it's caught for the out. Here is Moncada. Swing and a ball popped up. Drifts towards it. And that'll fall for a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he's in ahead of the throw with a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base. Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
The pitch. And that one wrapped foul. 2 outs. Got him. That is the inning. No runs. And we're back. Here's Gio Urshela. Crochet back to work. This to center field. And there's one down.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Robert sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
The right fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Riley Green, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Gavin Sheets. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-2. Bounce to the left side. Save!
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The Tigers up by 2 here in the last half of the third. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. Out number 2. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. Foul ball there. Sheets leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Here's the 0-2. High fly ball, shallow right field. Green makes the grab, and that ends the inning. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. 3 innings complete. It's the Tigers 2 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Kerry Carpenter. The lefty fires. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And next up for the Tigers, Jake Rogers. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Late on that fastball.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. The relay to second. Now tries to get back, but they slap the tag on him at second. And now the DH, Colt Heat. Fouled off left side. One down, base is empty. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. The wind of the pitch. Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Boy, not bad for your first game in the show. 2 hits in 2 at-bats. He's thinking, man, there must be a higher league. He's got to be feeling really good about the way his debut is going.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. And he's already singled in this game. And he grounds one back up the middle, and a base hit right there. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. And a run comes in to score.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
And next to hit for Detroit, Andy Ibanez. He's 0 for 1. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Garrett Crochet is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Davey Garcia.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters are going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Gio Urshela to the plate. Ripped to third, but handled. And that'll end the inning. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And midway in the 4th, it's the Tigers 5 and the White Sox nothing. Back here on the south side. And the batter now, Eloy Jimenez.
Designated hitter, Eloy Jimenez.
And a pitch. This to third. Whips it across. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And now it's Luis Robert. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And that one is going to go. He'll circle the bases, and they're chipping away. It's 5-1.
Job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working, powers that fastball out of here.
And now Yohan Moncada. Swing and a ball popped up. Urshela settles underneath it, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now it's Paul DeJong up to the plate. And that one pulled foul. 2 outs. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball. The 0-2 fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2 knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the 0-2 struck him out looking. Luis Robert with the homer here. It's now 5-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Stepping in, Mark Canha. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Tigers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Robert hauls it in, and there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And now the right fielder, Riley Green. Swung on, belted. Way back there. That's long gone. A shot to the opposite field. His first homer of the year. It's 6-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. Ripped into right field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Rogers.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jake Rogers, 1 for 2. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now it's going to be a screamer into the outfield. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. It's a double, third hit of the night for him. Caught in a rundown now. And he's out easily.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman,
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Base hit, 1 run is in. Relay throw to second. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. So they get 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 8 and the White Sox 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Gavin Sheets. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled on the run. Sends it over to first. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
now batting, catcher.
And at first, Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Maldonado.
And a foul ball. Maldonado, a former Gold Glove winner, 37 years young. He joined the team as a free agent. Sheets aboard here at first with nobody out. And they'll do it again. Popped up right side. Ibanez gets under it. Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. In the air, right side of the infield. And the infield fly rule call. Nicky Lopez steps to the plate for the White Sox. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Right through there for a strike. Runners at first and second with one gone. In the air, out towards right center. Green settles under it. Green makes the play. Here's Eloy Jimenez. On the ground to third. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. 2 outs, bases loaded. Here's a big power threat. Luis Robert. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Green makes the catch, inning over. And the White Sox will strand 3. It's still an 8-1 ball game. We're back. and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Shane Drohan, on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stand.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And forget it. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they add to their lead. It's 9-1.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield, and that turns the lineup over.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Digging in, Gio Urshela. And a foul ball. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Robert snags it, and there's one down. Here's Mark Canha. He's already homered in this game. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Around third. The relay to the plate. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Now he tries to get back, but he can't. So, man aboard. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And there's a fly ball, deep right field. Tattooed and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 11-1, and their fifth home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake, but you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
White Sox going with a new arm, Touki Toussaint.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Harry Carpenter now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive, Adam in center field. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. To the bottom of the sixth inning. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here on the south side, bottom of the sixth inning. And now, Yoan Moncada. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one is out of here. His first homer of the year. It's 11-2.
Outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game one of this three-game set. No question about this one. It's out of here. He jacks that one out to left. It's 11-3.
start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
All the young steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. The punch out there, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Right through there for a strike. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Squeezes it, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Martin.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely, it's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 7th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. And the pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 12-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Colt Keith digs in now. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Ripped on a line to center. Robert brings it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. And that one's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 13-3.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So they bring on the veteran, Tanner Banks.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
That smash towards center. Robert makes the grab for the second out.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Ibanez.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one ripped left field. and gone. A solo shot. Their third home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 14-3.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So the lineup flips over. Gio Urshela will hit next. That one ripped left field. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now Mark Canha. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. That was blasted to the moon. Make that 4 homers in the inning. It's 16-3. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
New pitcher for the White Sox, Matt Foster.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs, nobody on. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Well struck right field. That one ups against the fence. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
That one hammered center field. Robert going back. Off the batter's eye and gone. He hammers one out to center. They are unloading here their 5th homer of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 18-3.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 down. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Well struck left field. Forget it. They go back to back. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 19-3.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
White Sox going with a new arm, Steven Wilson.
Number 36, Steven.
Base is empty with 2 away. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith. And first offering is fouled off. The Tigers up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Lined, and that's a base hit.
He couldn't have dreamed this game would go much better, Boog. I mean, 4 hits in his MLB debut. That's absolutely what dreams are made of. And I'll tell you, he's making a statement with the way he's swinging the bat in this one.
At the plate, Spencer Torkelson. Out towards right center field. Sizes this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. But it's a huge 8-run inning for them as they open up the lead. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Tigers are out front 19-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Nicky Lopez. In for a strike, 0-1. Hit in the air, right field. Green settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. Eloy Jimenez now. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Luis Robert steps to the plate for the White Sox. Popped up. Sizing this one up. And that is that. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Javier Baez. Wilson back to work. Out towards left center. Robert under it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Here's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. That's hard hit on the line. Robert puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Gio Urshela, the next to hit. Hammered, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
All over that one right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
That one ripped right center field. And it hits the fence. Coming home. The relay throw. He's safe. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
So man aboard, Riley Green getting ready to hit. On a line out towards center. Hauls it in to end the inning. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. Last half of the 8th coming up. Tigers lead this one 20-3. Back here on the south side, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Yoan Moncada. Swing and a pop-up. Ibanez should have this one. And out number 1 on the grab. Andrew Vaughn now. That one's in there, 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. To the right side, Torkelson. And he takes it himself for the out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Paul DeYoung. Swings through that one for strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
That's through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. We go to the ninth, and now the center fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Wilson back to work. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 21-3.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. Another homer. His third home run of the game. It's 22-3.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick.
Tim Hill on to pitch here. Now it's the DH, Colt Heath. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Robert moving under it, and he makes the catch. One down. So up next, Spencer Torkelson. Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now at the plate, Andy Ibanez. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A 2-run homer, his second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 24-3.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the third baseman, Gio Urshela. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Here on the south side, and now Gavin Sheets.
The right fielder, Gavin.
Swinging a foul straight back.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
This one popped up. Baez has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Martin Maldonado. Foul ball. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Touches down, that's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So digging in, Nicky Lopez. And that's in for a strike. Down the middle for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Hit to right, and that should do it. But misjudges this one, and it falls. The tag, and that's the ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Guaranteed Rate Field, 40,615. The White Sox thank you for attending and encourage you to buckle up and please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.